Hey there, Tim Charron here. I teach singers and bands how to book great gigs and explode your music career. So, I'm in the middle of telling stories. And these are just stories of things that I've learned from hanging out with Bono from U2, what I learned from opening for Charlie Daniels, what I learned from Bret Michaels of Poison, what I learned from working with Eminem as his trainer, as his personal trainer, what I learned from Clint Black. Today I'm going to talk about what I learned from opening for Dustin Lynch, the newer country artist. But listen, make sure you do me a favor and help me build this channel. And it's super simple. If you're getting value out of any of these videos, all these free videos and tips and tricks and techniques that I'm putting out, then what I need you to do is subscribe, share with people that can get value from these as well, other musicians, up-and-coming musicians, that this will help. Make sure you hit notifications and drop a comment, because all those things help the algorithms and help build my channel. The more you comment and like and, of course, share, the more people are going to see. The algorithm is going to go up and all that blah, 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 blah. So it's going to help me build the channel. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. Also, make sure you subscribe to the Charron Zone audio podcast. Okay, so Dustin Lynch. This one's going to be a quick one, but it's a really great one. I mean, these little simple things, you know, it's really cool. You get to go, you know, building up your music career it can be really difficult, but it's so worth it, because you get to gain all these experiences that you would never otherwise get to have if it wasn't for music, at least in my experience. And what I love is being able to kind of just study, I guess, all of these, you know, successful national acts and see what, you know, maybe what they do that I don't think would be great for my career, and especially what they do that I think would be good for my career. And other cool thing is, excuse me, now I get to share all of these things with you and all of my students. And I'm relaunching my How to Book Gigs course coming up in a few weeks. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a very limited edition, but we're only going to allow a small select group in, but it's going to be super cool because it's a whole video course where you can go in and you learn all the tips, tricks, and techniques, and, you know, little hidden things that I teach you to get your music career from where you are to where you want to be, and get your music heard, get to the next level. And the coolest part is I'm also doing another boot camp / mastermind where we jump on these group calls on Zoom, and I teach the techniques, but also open it up so that I can help you with your career, like one-on-one. So if you're just starting in your bedroom and you want to do open mics, I can help guide you through all the little intricacies that you need help with in that phase of your career, all the way on up to, you know, if you're trying to book festivals with your band and stuff, and you've been playing bars and you want to go on to festivals, then I can help you wherever you are to get to the next step and the next step and the next step, to explode your music career. So very simply, what I learned from Dustin Lynch, I had already become friends with some of his band members in Nashville. I interviewed some of them for my podcast, actually. So I knew some of them, and this is very simple. We opened for Dustin in Florida, and we pull up to the behind the stage area. So it's a big festival / fair outdoors, and there, you know, all the tour buses and everything, and the big, huge stage. We get out of the car, we go to walk over to check out the stage, which is the first thing that I want to do. And another just side tip and trick. What I do is whenever I'm playing a new stage, I get there as early as I possibly can, and I get on the stage as soon as I can. and I just walk the stage and I visualize where I'm going to put things, where I'm going to put the set list, where I'm going to put, where I'm going to put my guitar stand, where I'm going to put all of the, where I'm going to tape the set list to the floor. I walk the stage, like if I'm going to, because I move around a lot on the stages. So I walk, I make sure everything's, level and even. So I'm not going to go out onto a speaker and fall over. But I walk it so that I can kind of visualize what I'm going to do and where I'm going to be and how I'm going to interact on the stage before we even sound check. So that's just something that I do. So we're walking over to the stage, and we know we're opening for Dustin Lynch. There's going to be like 15,000 people there at least. And I'll never forget, Dustin Lynch starts walking towards us, and he comes up and introduces himself. Now, he's the headliner. I'm the opening act. I obviously know who he is, but I just thought it was just the simplest, nicest gesture for him to walk up and introduce himself. And then we just talked a little bit, and then we went on our way and went and checked out the stage and did sound check. And the other thing that I thought was really cool was that his band, probably because I knew a couple of them, they hung out at the stage and watched our show. And actually, now that I think about it, I didn't even think about this. Dustin must have been there watching us too, because right when we got off of the stage, Dustin and his band were there and congratulated us on a great set, and we took photos and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, a simple lesson. I mean, one lesson is like, go first, even if you're the famous person, And what I mean by going first is, and this is for everybody through everyday life, like we all want to connect. I know a lot of people are very, and I've been guilty of this too. Like I'm shy. If I see somebody walking down the street and I don't know them, a lot of times I don't want to, I want them to say hi first. I want them to say good morning first. But the idea of going first, and people are just very easy to open up if you go first because they're shy. You think like you're shy, everybody else is shy. So if you go first, it just opens people right up, and people really, really, really love it. So Dustin Lynch, thanks for teaching me to go first, say hi first, just introduce yourself. It's so easy. Hey, my name is so-and-so. Or if you're walking down the street or walking on the beach like I'm doing all the time, just wave to people. Or say magic words like, good morning. And people light up. They love it. But you have to go first sometimes. So if you make a habit of going first, you'll be much better off. So that's what I learned, and that's what I've tried to do now. And it just goes to like, when you're going and you're playing gigs, whether it's at an open mic or your first solo acoustic gigs, or you're playing at bars and restaurants, or you're opening for national acts, you just want to be very open and kind and introduce yourself to the crew. Whether it's the stage crew, whether it's the bartenders, waitresses, bartenderesses, as I like to call them, the bouncers, the managers, whatever it is, just try to go first. Try to introduce yourself to everyone. Just try to be cool with everybody. And that's something that I learned from Dustin Lynch, and it will take you very far because he has a great career, and I'm always excited to see him doing well, because I remember that one, 2-minute introduction. Hey, I'm Dustin. Nice to meet you guys. And then we just talked for a minute. That was it. So it goes a long way. So again, guys, make sure that you subscribe and grab that free guide. My gift to you, the free guide on how to book gigs the easy way at howtobookgigs.com. I will see you in the next one.